this week on Ace on the House.
Your mom, by the way, one of my first meetings with your mom is she pulled out pantyhose.
With the...
I was like in the 5th grade. And Ray's mom, she came out with pantyhose, just regular pantyhose. But in the middle, there was like a sock sewn in for like a dick, but it was made out of like pantyhose material. And she was like, pantyhose for men. And I was like, I remember being like 11, being like,
scared.
Okay, lady, all right, I get it. She was laughing. I think she made them. And I was like, okay, all right, okay. That's good stuff. Yeah, so pretty
sense of humor was...
Pretty evolved sense of humor there, right?
Yeah, she really had it going on.
Check out an all-new episode of Ace on the House this Saturday, or visit aceonthehouse.com, only on the Ace Broadcasting Network. You're listening to the Ace Broadcasting Network.
Hello, my little enchiladas. It's me, Allison. And before the show starts, I just want to say a few words. First of all, this is a very, very, very special show for me and for the people who were there, I think. What you're going to hear is the very first live Alison Rosen is Your New Best Friend from the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater. And as you may or may not know, or as you'll know when you listen to it, at the beginning, because I talk about it, I was pretty nervous about it, but it was really fun and it went well. And I'm already excited about the next one we have coming up, which will be June 22nd at the Nerd Melt Theater in Los Angeles. So come to that, if you're anywhere near LA or near a plane. If you like the show enough, you'll get on a plane. Don't let geography be something that's going to stand in the way of the thing that you feel for me, which I believe is love. Make geography your bitch and just get on a plane or a train, a bus, what have you, and come to the show. And you know why you need to come to the show and not just listen to this, the podcast version? Well, first of all, I make out with everyone in the crowd. And second of all, because something could happen, like what happened at this show, which is, unfortunately, the first 2.5 minutes did not record. And that is no fault of our own Gary. Gary was handed a note by someone, much like a bank heist, that said, "I'm very sorry, the first 2.5 minutes did not record." And Gary showed the note to me with a frowny face. Not written on the note, but written on Gary's face. Not written. Just he was frowning. And I said, "Gare, it's okay. If anything, this will just make the people realize they need to come to the live show." So I am truly making lemonade, as I think you should as well. But anyway, right before we play the episode, I will explain exactly what happened right before the talking starts, so you're not thrown and you're not like, what the hell? What the heck are they talking about? Also, because it was a live show, we did not do iTunes Comment of the Week. And that gives me the opportunity to play the song, because I love it.
Alison Rosen brings you the best iTunes Comments of the Week.
But I'm just an iTunes Comment of the Week tease here, because I'm not going to read one. I want to tell you guys that I've been trying. Okay, so obviously, we all know this. The point of iTunes Comment of the Week is to encourage you guys to leave iTunes comments that are 5 stars, because the more commenting that happens, I think that keeps you higher up in the iTunes chart. No one really understands it, but there's an algorithm and it involves lots of commenting and lots of downloading. So you just keep that up. But here's the thing. I feel weird reading a comment that's really just blowing smoke up my own ass. Although I love those comments, and please, it's sincere smoke every week. So I was thinking, what can we do to make the comments interesting? And an idea I had, and I'm wondering what you think of this idea, is if maybe I'll ask a question each week, and then your iTunes comments can not only say positive, heartfelt things about the show, but answer the question. So for this one, on the Dave Damashek episode, we were talking about pancakes, waffles, French toast. So here's my question. In your iTunes comment of the week, or in your iTunes comments this week, please at the end, answer the question, what is your favorite breakfast food and why? Not just the food. I want why. It could just be a couple words about why, though. You don't need to go overboard like you will about why you like this show. All right. Also, the topic sombrero is a little bit thin in the what's the part that goes right on your head of a sombrero called? The bowl? The sombrero bowl region? The bowl is shallow. Well, no, the bowl's deep and the water is shallow. What the fuck am I saying? I don't know. What I'm saying is please send in some Allison. Don't send in Allison. That's me. Please send in some sombrero topics. Some topics or questions for the sombrero so that we can have a bountiful brero. And where would you send those? You'd send... Shut up, Gary. Yeah, I mean, keep up with the laughing. You'd send those to ARIYMBF at Adam Carolla. And we have a song now, an unsolicited sent in to us song, which illustrates where to send those.
Allison wants your emails. Send them to this address. Try to remember these initials. ARIYNBF at AdamCarolla.com. ARIYNBF. Alison Rosen is your new best friend.
Thank you, Ross Bergman, for those songs. But if I'm going to mention songs, I also have to say thank you, Trap Dog, for your songs. I love that there's a cornucopia of songs, and I need a cornucopia of sombrero topics. Okay. Also, on the Dave Damashek episode, he was asking me about my band, the band that I used to play in, and he said that it was a crime that I hadn't played any of that music on this show, and I don't know if I agree, because it was a long time ago, and I'm trying to think why I don't make people listen to it more often. Probably because it would be super obnoxious if I were to do so, but also, and this is going to get pretentious for a second, I don't know that I feel like that music really reflects me as an artist. I just decided I hate myself. If you know what I mean, though. Like, if it was something that I had written that was really about how I was feeling, and by that I mean something that I had written like prose, then that's something that I want people to read. But this was sort of I don't know. It was a group effort, but I did write a lot of the songs. But I don't know. I guess I just never really thought of myself as a musician. That was never something I was really pursuing in the same way I was pursuing other things. And I don't know. But because a lot of people have asked to hear it, I will play it. But because I don't want it to overshadow the rest of this show, I'm just kidding. I'm going to put it at the end of the show. So stick around, and at the very end, you'll hear me again introducing one of the songs that I played in the band. Okay, that's exciting. And also, Father's Day is coming up. You know that. I'm sure you know that. You could give your dad a gift card. You could give him a bottle of something to drink. You could give him a hug. Don't do that. That's for losers. Give him a man grate. Give him something that is quality, that's heavy, that will make his steaks sing, I say, and you can prevent dry meat and flare-ups with the following item. The item I'm talking about is a man grate. Seriously, Man Grate has been one of the oldest, best sponsors here at Ace Broadcasting, and everyone who receives a Man Grate is super duper happy with it. I have not heard one ill word about the Man Grate. That's pure satisfaction. It's 100% made in America, 100% cast iron, 100% steakhouse quality grilling in your backyard via the Man Grate. And by the way, it doesn't just have to be steak. It could be chicken, it could be veggies. Your chicken and your veggies and your steak will never taste as good as they do when you make them on the Man Grate, or when your dad does, if you go ahead and take advantage of the special $20 Alison Rosen is your new best friend Man Grate offer. So click on the Man Grate banner at AlisonRosen.com to order today. And by the way, as a bonus, every Alison Rosen is your new best friend show order comes with a heavy-duty Man Grate grilling brush. Could it get any better than that? I don't think so. And one more thing. You might be thinking, but I've also heard Adam talking about Man Great, and I don't know what to do because I love both of you. Well, here's what I'm going to say you should do. You should know that Adam and I, okay, if you click on the banner on my site, that helps my show, and Adam and I are in business together, so what helps me helps him. See what I'm saying? Wonderful. Okay, so moving on, let's just talk now about this live show that I've talked to. Who am I right now? I don't sound like myself to me, but I don't know if I like this new person better or not. Okay. The live show. Basically, I came out with Dustin, and I introduced myself, and I introduced Dustin, and I explained that it was a live show, and then I had a set list, and Dustin and I were talking about what was on the set list, and one of the things on the set list was bring out Dustin, chat a bit, literally chat a bit, and I think that he had just realized that I had actually written down chat a bit around the time that it begins. So here we go. I hope you love it. I love you.
Alison Rosen is your new best friend. Alison, with her the good times never end. Alison Rosen, doing the wavy pencil dance again. Alison's your new best friend.
Chat a bit.
I see it. That is actually written. We're chatting a bit right now.
Yeah, it's actually written.
We have to do it so we can check it off.
Do you remember when I used to give grades to each segment we do? Now people on the message board just give grades to each segment I do. So anyway, I'm actually nervous despite the fact that I seem calm and collected. So I've made a list of the things that I am worried about, and I thought I would just share that with you guys so that you know where I stand. And then we're going to bring out the very special guests, Ricky Lindholm and Kate McCucci of Garfunkel and Oates. They're going to dazzle us with an opus, and we're going to chat a bit with them as well.
I didn't see chat a bit written a second time. That she might be improvising right now, folks.
I know.
It's going off the rails.
I'm going to have to dash to Kinko's and change it. Oh, and to my left, of course, is producer Gary.
What up?
Who gets MVP status because poor Gary's car broke down today, and he didn't even try to fix it. He just went and got a rental car because he knew that he had too much to do today, which I'm honored.
Well, I'm in the lucrative field of podcasting, so I can afford these expenditures on a moment's notice.
Yeah, no, actually, when we were at Adam Carolla's studio earlier, the phone rang, and Gary's like, think good thoughts, you guys. And then he got up, and we all thought someone was sick in his family.
No one heard that. God damn it.
I thought good thoughts. Okay, here we go. I'm worried that I will plan too much for the show and won't be able to fit it all in. I'm worried that I won't plan enough and will have to scramble to fill time. I'm worried that I should have started by doing some stand-up at the top, except what if I do it and it isn't funny, and then people are like, who does she think she is, Judy Tenuta? I'm worried that people won't know who Judy Tenuta is. I'm worried that I won't get to the club in time, and by I mean Dustin. I'm worried that I will fall prey to a sudden sneak attack of farts while on stage. Because I just joined Weight Watchers and bought these things called Fruities, which have a warning label on the back that says, warning, excessive consumption may have a laxative effect, which I only saw after I excessively consumed them. Similarly, I'm worried that I'm unwittingly in the middle of a human science experiment to discover if there's such a thing as too much bran. And I'm worried that, yes, there is, and it's 1/4 of a cup of Fiber One less than I've eaten. I used to joke that I ate so much Splenda, I was probably a candidate for diabetes, which are imitation diabetes. But now I have fiber phobia, and I'm worried that my blood fiber level is that of Pinocchio, which doesn't really make sense, except that he was made of wood, so I bet there was a lot of fiber in him.
Yeah, you also had some vegetable phases when we were doing
Oh
the show.
yeah, I went
from
through
your
a heavy,
apartment.
like a green pepper.
Yeah, like a pepper
phase.
phase, and there was I feel like a zucchini phase in there.
I did all the
Different
squashes.
things,
And I just
along with your
remember-
trash bags. Those are the salient memories for me,
So
which
when
aren't
I-
many because I was drunk.
Lived in New York, and also now, I don't own a trash can. I like to just hang my trash bag from an available knob. Because I'm classy.
But not just one, like many. Like it was like there was like a garden of trash bags around. Like if
They were
you
like
were
wind
if you
chimes
happened to be
indoors
on
filled
like
with trash.
on one side of the room versus the other, you didn't want to inconvenience yourself by having to walk across.
No, it's more
Or
like
maybe
I
it
didn't
was
want my
just a feng
apartment to
shui,
tip.
like symmetry thing of having the bags. equally.
It's like a ship. I wanted it balanced.
Yeah,
I
the
only have one
ballast.
trash bag now. Down. Thank you. What a weird thing to be happy about. Anyway, I'm worried that no one appreciates fart and poop humor. See, that went with the fiber stuff. As much as I do, and in fact, people are now wondering why they came to this show. I'm worried that I will get heckled, and I will try to say something witty and cutting to the heckler, but I'll mess up, and the words will accidentally come out wrong in the heat of the moment, and I'll end up insulting myself. This is the true fear.
That chilled me to the bone right there
I
because
know.
I could see that happening. I mean, it seems like a nice audience, so I can't like now that I know them, kind of. I feel like it won't happen, but
Right.
it's vivid. You've rattled me.
I'm sorry. I'm worried that when applying makeup earlier, I may have gotten some foundation or powder on my nose hairs, of which I don't have a lot, just the normal amount, but I'm still worried it will look like I need to blow my nose if the light hits me in a certain way, when really it's just that my nose hairs have been frosted-tipped. I'm worried that Paul Gilmartin, who does a podcast called The Mental Illness Happy Hour, and he has a fear off on his podcast, will get wind of the fact that I listed all my fears on this episode and will think I stole his bit, but really, hello, it's not like he invented fear. I'm worried that I have become a human Kathy comic with my, oh, woe is me, I joined Weight Watchers and fart a lot and got makeup on my nose hairs.
Did Kathy ever go all the way to fart jokes? I think she was a little too prim for that.
She stopped with subtract 5 pounds because I'm wearing horizontal stripes.
Well, and think of how they would have drawn that, because when she cried, it was like the tears like extending out all the way to the edge of the comic pane. So if she farted, it really the graphical implications of that would really be.
See, I like that though, and I'm worried that I wasted too much time on this list.
Not at all.
All right, so I think it is now time to bring out our special guest, Garfunkel and Oates. Oh, sorry. We choreographed this earlier. Dustin messed up.
Hi, guys.
I'm sorry.
What's up?
So this is Ricky, and this is Kate.
Hi.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
How are you guys doing?
Pretty good, but now I have a lot of fear in me. I feel like I adopted some of your fears.
Oh, no.
Which ones? Like the nose hair fear.
Really?
Yeah, how's it looking?
I don't see any, so I guess pretty good.
We're all right. Yeah.
It's a weird thing to realize you need to be afraid of.
Well, I was wondering if it was going to make you look like a cokehead if you had powder in your nose hairs.
As I was writing it out, I was thinking that, but I didn't go that way with it because it really is just wow, if you put your makeup on wrong, you can catch a nose hair.
Or you could be a cokehead instead of Weight Watchers.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like that would actually
That's a great diet plan, I've heard.
potentially be more effective.
You get a lot
You could
done.
do heroin. Don't do vegetables.
I was thinking that a Weight Watcher is a really lazy, chubby chaser.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, I'm going to sound really dumb. What's a chubby chaser?
A guy who likes fat girls.
Oh.
A Weight
my
Watcher would be
understanding of
someone
it.
who kind of likes them, but not too fat. Just
Or likes them but is really shy, so he doesn't actually chase. He's like watching from the corner. He's like the creepy.
He's got like binoculars.
he's a stalker.
Yeah.
Yeah, or is it sort of like the person who just watches an auction on eBay?
Oh.
He's like a voyeur. He doesn't actually get off on participating in the amorous stuff.
Or
He
a
just
person who
wants to
watches
see-
sports. Same thing. Am I wrong?
hit close to home.
What? Oh.
Wait, do we
I think the person who watches an auction on eBay is the same as the person who watches an athletic event on television.
Or fireworks on TV. Who watches fireworks on TV?
or magic tricks on TV?
Ooh.
I'm not impressed by someone who can make something disappear on television. There's all sorts of ways to make that happen.
Is it just you think that it's like special effects after the fact?
Yes.
Well,
I think it could be.
Yeah.
Hence, I'm not impressed by the illusioneering happening.
We had a magician open for us the other night.
Yeah, we did.
But he did calculator magic.
Calculator magic.
Which I'm sure was impressive to the volunteer yet on stage, but we couldn't see the number that happened. So everyone was like, oh.
It's basically just math,
bad math?
know? Yeah.
What is calculator? Yeah, how does that work?
I don't know, like boobs? You spell boobs?
He got a bunch of numbers from people, and then the girl next to him, he goes, look at the final number. And she was like, like the audience girl, but then everyone else was like, okay.
It's pretty anticlimactic when you're in the back.
Yeah.
That's like doing a card trick to one person on stage, but like the person next to you and not showing the audience.
Right. So that was our
Will
opener.
you be going on tour with him?
No.
Nope. Yeah. He was nice.
He was so nice. Yeah. He's a really nice magician.
Is that I guess that is a quality you look for in a magician. I had a friend who used to do what he called the magician face. I should have flown him here for the first show, but it was like this. I'm gonna do it over here now. I'm gonna do it to the back. Like, yeah.
It's like Joe Bluth throwing pennies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, Ricky, I've been wanting to tell you that, and this is way too personal, but that's what my podcast is like. And if people are here, then I assume that they know things that are intimate about me, including the fact that that you're on the Newbering.
Yes, I am.
when
there is currently one inside me.
And
whoa, this guy in the front did not need to hear that.
He's really having a time.
We'll cover your ears, sir, because
oh man.
Well, there's currently one inside me now, too. I took your advice.
Yay.
Yeah. And I wanted to tell you, though, that I came up with a new slogan for Newbering, though, which is, hey, there's a jelly bracelet in my vagina.
Ooh, I like that. You know, my slogan for Newbering is, hey, I hope it's where I left it.
Yes.
Well, wait, I actually don't know. It's small, though. It wouldn't really fit around your wrist, right?
If you were petite.
Wouldn't you say it's like an American Girl doll jelly bracelet?
Oh. It's a toddler's jelly bracelet.
Oh, okay.
It's this big. It's not small.
Wait, did they give me the jumbo size? How big is it?
It's an okay size. As if you're making it okay with your fingers.
It's like a bigger than a little bigger than a silver dollar.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that big?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
And like.
Well, that
We
begs the
have
question.
huge
Like, are
vaginas.
there different sizes?
No.
Are they like?
No, it just releases hormone, is what it does. It doesn't actually bedazzle
It's not
anything.
based
I
on
don't
the
know.
size of your vaginal
I wasn't
wall.
saying that it was like for decorative, purpose. The reason they would make different sizes. I'm just saying for fit potentially.
Oh no,
Do
they
you
don't
think
measure.
they have Trojan minis? that would be the equivalent.
And if they did, would they give them some kind of like really manly name, like Trojan Super Magnums?
Yeah. Trojan girth. Because it's wider than it is long. Even though it's not that wide.
Right.
I like the parentheses on that. It goes for a long time.
Yeah. Have you seen finger cots? This is something I never thought I'd be
what
talking
is
about.
that?
It's a finger cot. Oh, this is where we need like a screen. Has anyone seen a finger cot? What it looks like is a tiny condom that fits on your finger, and I think it's like a first aid thing, or it's something that if you just I don't. Well, why would you want one?
For turning pages, basically.
Or finger herpes.
Or finger.
Yes.
That's the story I'm sticking to.
Oh. I just assumed you might need to, I don't know, cover your finger for some reason.
Who's turning pages so often that they need to wear one?
Yeah. Proofreaders?
I guess so.
Yeah.
College students? I don't know.
Has like the Kindle put the finger cot business down?
Oh, probably.
You see them just getting laid off, going, damn, Kindle.
So, something I wanted to bring up is someone recently told me, and by that I mean I read it on a message board, which is not the same at all, that when I say my boyfriend, I sound like a 12-year-old. And I don't know what a better alternative is.
Do they want you to be married? Is that is that it? I don't know.
It may be, but there's like, okay, so we Dustin, we were talking about it. There's my lover, which is very, that's like...
That makes you sound like a Samantha.
I feel like that's more a Carrie.
My lover. Yeah, it's both.
Yeah,
It's gross. It's like, but I see when I hear my lover, I think of someone who collects didgeridoos and has great pubes.
What about lover, like with an AH?
I can't pull off that level of sassiness because that's like the same as like my man. And
Yeah, I also think that's one of those that you can use once, but not on a consistent basis. Like use lava to like lighten the mood in the in the moment, but you're not going to say again and again like, "Hey, my lover, you've met my lover." Here's
Ooh,
my
my
lover
lover
again.
Jason
Mom,
just
I'm bringing my
texted.
lover over.
Yeah.
Like it just
Lover, meet my sister.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what I guy friend? No.
No, that sounds
feels
like
dismissive.
Yeah, guy friend sounds like friends with benefits or something. And then
No, that
there's
sounds like the guy you haven't decided on yet. And it's like he thinks he's my boyfriend, but I don't know.
yeah, I'm demoting
He's a
him.
guy friend, so we'll see.
There's my man, but that again is too sassy, and
That's like that reminds me of Showboat, like can't help loving that man of mine.
yeah.
Reminds me of Showboat. Yeah, everyone was thinking that. It's like that scene in Carousel.
I was thinking of a less musical reference. I must admit. 'Cause I feel like my man is territorial. That's like I will beat you up if you look at.
Well, then you have to say my man. You can't say my man.
No, you gotta go like my man.
Yeah.
So then you're back to lover.
Well, I was thinking too. You're the person who told you this, which is to say, wrote it on a message board that you read. Maybe they were talking about your inflection when you say "my boyfriend," because I do think that your tone changes a little bit. But I think it's
To that of a 12-year-old though.
I wouldn't have said that.
Oh my
I wouldn't have said
god.
it was a 12-year-old, but I do think there's like an enthusiasm that comes out, which I think is sweet because
Aw,
you're
well,
excited
thank
about
you.
your boyfriend, as you should be.
Thank you. No, I don't think that's it. And then there's also my partner, which skews homosexual and entrepreneurial.
Yeah. I even feel weird when homosexuals say my partner.
Yeah.
When they're not like, this is my boyfriend, Dave. And then they're like, this is my partner. You're like, is it a business partner or is it your boyfriend? Because now I
Right.
feel like I have to ask.
Right. Right. Significant other is to
Significant.
stay. Yeah. Significant. And then.
Or you could go southern from my neck of the woods and go Bo, but I think
Oh
that's
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That feels.
What if
that's
you were
like,
dating
where's the
Bo
lube?
Burnham? Then you would be my Bobo. Which would be kind of cute. That's
That
the
is
only way you
cute.
could get away with Bo, is if it was your Bobo.
Yeah.
Maybe you should just go with Bobo and coin a new term. Like since this has been so
Bobo.
problematic, I think you could make that work.
I'm not 12. God damn it. This is my Bobo. Yeah.
Exactly. Which makes you sound 5, actually.
Right.
This is my Bobo.
But you might, if you're going young, just go all the way. It's like my Wawa.
I like that.
You could go, this is my person. And just be really vague.
My person. Well, see, that's a Miranda.
Yeah, totally. I'm a Miranda, so that's why I thought of it. What's your boyfriend's name?
Daniel.
This is my person, Daniel.
How about this is the guy I sometimes have sleepovers with?
Right. The man with whom I consort. My horizontal lambada partner.
This is who I sin with.
I like that.
Do you have premarital sex with him? Because then you are sinning with him according to Jesus.
And if you don't, why are you wearing the Nuva ring right now?
Just in case, I want to be prepared. There's a man in face paint. Hi. Now, that's not for my show, is it? I mean, I'd be honored if it were. I just suspect you came from somewhere or are heading to somewhere where there'd be people who are also all...
Playing a killer clown in a movie.
In case the audience at home didn't hear that, he's playing a killer clown in a movie. Well, congratulations. What's the movie called?
Pretty loud, I think they heard it. It's called Killjoy 4. Killjoy Goes to Hell.
Killjoy 4 does not have the budget for makeup remover wipes.
Alison Rosen fan.
Aww! Ooh, in your face.
Yep.
Take that, Garfunkel.
that?
Yeah,
Right. Thank you.
You really got me there.
Burn. Well, I
look
love
forward
you.
to seeing your movie.
Yes.
Did you
seen
like parts
Killjoy
1 through 3?
Yeah. Can we just make the same at the same time?
The second one was the best.
Yeah. What was the plot of the second one?
There was a clown that murdered and he didn't die. He comes back for the fourth one even.
Does Killjoy keep going to like different cities? Because it seems like after the first one, people would know that when the clown shows up, he's not actually bringing joy. That he's killed it once. Like how do people get duped that?
Sir, you might be overthinking a killer clown movie.
I may, but that's what I do. I overthink.
Well, in part 4, he's in hell, so there you go. He's on trial.
So the devil is unsuspecting.
Does the clown have a lawyer?
Yes, his name is Skidmar.
Wow. I have to see this movie.
I know.
What's your name?
My name is Tim Chismar.
Tim the killer clown.
Oh, you tweeted.
I'm White Clown. Yeah. We talked on Twitter.
We go way back to Twitter.
Oh.
Yeah. So, I asked people to come with the Just Me or Everyone written out if they wanted to. Did anyone do that?
Yes.
Oh, good. Well, why don't you...
Where's the sombrero? Yeah.
The sombrero is right over here.
That's for topics, not just me or everyone.
Well, right.
Please.
So everyone who wrote a Just Me or Everyone, why don't you pass that to the front, and we will play the Just Me or Everyone song while I collect this bounty of Just Me or Everyone.
Well, since there's just one, I think it's just you.
I have some, actually.
That wrote it.
Yeah. But I knew this might happen, so I'm prepared. All right. Thank you, Dustin.
Sometimes I ponder on something I have thought or done. Is it just me or everyone?
All right. This is very awkward. Okay. Seriously, one?
No, I'm holding one.
Oh.
I didn't want to burden you with all 2 of them.
Oh, well, thank you, Dustin. Why don't you read that one?
Isn't that what sidekicks are for?
Yes.
I'm still learning the gig.
Yeah.
I'll talk to
I find
Skidmark
Bobos
later.
are for holding purses, but like really far away. When Daniel holds my purse, he holds it far away so that everyone knows it's not his. Which makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense that it's not his.
Okay, anyway, what's that one?
This one says, I get goosebumps when I hear someone chewing on ice cubes. That's a real ambiguous one because is it like I'm scared goosebumps or like I'm excited goosebumps or I'm cold by...
I'm cold goosebumps.
I'm cold. Oh, like you're thinking of the ice cubes in the mouth.
Yeah. Just me then?
I don't do that. Do you
I don't
guys?
do that. No, I never got goosebumps from... No.
You're a very empathetic person.
Well, but I have a whole plan for how this is going to go, even though we already know the answer, so this is moot, but we can just practice. Okay. If you guys also do this, make some noise. If you guys don't do this, make some noise. It is just you, and that makes you special. Okay, here we go. The second one. Is it just me, or is Adam, that's Adam Carolla, the douchiest douche for giving all the tards permission to just fucking, excuse my language, violate the traffic rules? We have rules for a reason. Okay.
That's a real loaded one.
I know.
And that was the one that he was like, anxious for. Like as soon as you called out, he was, he wanted to.
I have more.
I feel like one of the rules is not calling people tards. I know it's not written anywhere, but I still feel like it's a rule. So
Listen to Adam Carolla's show sometime.
okay. I was on it once. I heard that one. Yeah.
I feel like it's also a rule not to invite someone to trash their boss in a public forum.
You're right.
Or that's just sort of a courtesy I like to follow sometimes.
But I appreciate your zest. Okay. Now, John, these are ones that people sent in on Twitter. if anyone that I read happens to be here, make some noise. This is going to be called Alison Rosen is your new best friend, parentheses, make some noise. Okay, Jonathan Vance says, whenever I kill a spider, I worry that one day the spider community will retaliate. I do this too, because I always start by thinking, I'm going to put it in a cup, and then I'm going to take it outside. And then I think, no, I can't take the chance that it'll escape, or you know what, you're on my turf, fuck you, and then I want to kill it. But then I think, what if I come back to more bugs or something?
I actually have the same fear.
You do? I don't kill spiders. Kate kills them for me. If I have a spider, I call Kate. She comes over and takes care of it.
I should say...
Do you guys live really close to each other?
No. I don't deal with bugs. I run into the other room and close the door, and I call Kate.
I feel like, it's quite extreme. Like, Ricky really can't handle it. You should see, just physically how she kind of gets nervous about a spider. But
I get ice cube chills.
I try to save it. I want to save it and bring it outside and let it live, but it's the situation. So this is really, really terrible. But the other day, I was going to bed, and there was a spider on my pillow.
Oh.
Yeah, I killed it.
Then did you have spider guts on your pillow?
No, I mean, I kind of took it off the pillow and then I smushed it.
That's the thing I hate about killing bugs, in addition to just the cruelty, which I'm strangely okay with at this point, is the fact that you have to do the scooping, smushing. It's one motion, because otherwise you'll have bits of spider leg in your
That's why I don't do it.
I really don't like the idea. I lived with a girl from Thailand in college, and they think that it's your ancestors that are the bugs, I think. Something like that.
That's comforting.
We lived in the woods in Pennsylvania, and we had tons of giant thousand-leggers, but she wouldn't kill them because, it might have been her,
Yeah.
What's a thousand-legger? Is that from Carousel?
Does anybody else call them thousand-leggers?
Are those things that look like an eyebrow running across your...
Yeah, and they're so fast. Yeah. Because they have
Those
1,000 legs.
What are they? Like millipedes? They're awful. Did you see... Okay, so I used to live in Brooklyn, and Dustin also lived in Brooklyn, and that's the only place I ever saw these weird thousand-leggers, and I didn't call them that. Did you see them as well?
I lived in a different part of Brooklyn, so maybe it was...
Better.
They were not indigenous to that section. But I feel like the Thai thing invites a different fear, which is when you kill a spider, do you worry that Thai families will descend on your home and exact vengeance?
Did you just kill your grandmother?
Yeah, I don't know.
Again.
So I would have to be very... I'd be very secretive if there was a 1,000-legger and I had to kill it. I would just not tell my roommate, She'd look the other way, and then I'd get it. But...
Oh. Okay. So, everyone who worries that spiders will retaliate, make some noise. And people who don't, your turn. That's pretty even.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's both just you and everyone. Okay.
That's how you know you live in America. That's a very American problem.
Yeah.
I don't feel like they worry about that in Rwanda.
Do you think they worry about it when killing people?
Too far.
Okay. Sorry. I had to find the line.
I just think they have bigger fish to fry.
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay. Yeah. Steve Arena 666. Evil. Says, is it just me or is everyone tempted to wear safety cones as hats? In spirit, I am, because I enjoy putting on stupid things. But I've never wanted to put on a safety cone because I know that they're actually very heavy and it would crush my fragile brain.
Yeah, it sounds uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I've never wanted to.
Nope, never had the desire.
Mm-mm.
No.
Gary?
No.
Okay. Audience, have you been tempted to wear a safety cone as a hat? Have you not? Steve Arena 666. It's not looking good for you.
There was a smattering of agreement. He's got a few brethren out there.
Yeah. Oh, I had one. Okay, I have two, actually. Gary and I realized the other day that neither of us carry wallets. I dispensed with the wallet thing a while ago because everyone, years ago, because I was tired of people thinking they were super original and making the joke that I was like Costanza from Seinfeld because I had this, because I don't throw things away, like, ever, so I would just stuff my receipts and things into my wallet, and then I'd end up walking around with basically, like, pads of paper and not much cash, and it took up too much space. And I thought, why am I carrying this thing around?
I've never been compared to George Costanza. I don't know.
It feels good.
I don't have a wallet though either. Mine got stolen and then I just never bought a new one.
So what do you use?
It's like free for all in my purse.
Ooh, that sounds actually hard to find stuff.
Yeah, and I need to buy a new purse too. My purse and my wallet and everything got stolen and I just never replaced anything. So I've got a purse I don't like and no wallet.
Maybe that one will get stolen.
Oh, I hope so. Do you?
I actually didn't have a wallet for a long time, and about a year ago, I bought one, and now I feel like a lady.
Is it one of those big ones where you can put your checkbook in it?
Well, it's like big, and it's like got a little clasp. It's like a like a lady wallet.
Does it have
that sounds wrong.
No,
do you put it in your pocketbook?
I put it in my pocketbook, and I don't know what are other ladylike things. Now I can't think of anything else.
You put your
my
lipstick in your lipstick holder?
Oh, I don't have lipstick or a lipstick holder, but that would be cool.
All right. Dustin?
I'm still in the Costanza zone. Not only do I have a wallet, but it's overstuffed with things that are unnecessary.
Okay.
And people make fun of me about it. But they've never referenced George Costanza in making fun of me about it. I wish they would, then I would.
I'll send them.
Would have understood the reference.
Yeah. Gary?
Yeah, I started carrying way too much shit around when I had a wallet. Things seemed important, but when I went back to like a money clip like thing, it was just there was limited space and I had to prioritize, and I like that.
Gary's money clip is a binder clip.
Yeah, that's
and not even a big one, it's a tiny one.
That's true.
The alternate thing for me, maybe Gary can coach me after the show, but I don't know how to pull off the non-wallet, like the money clip thing. I feel like that's one of the. I feel there are many things like I needed an older brother for, and I just like I didn't have one, so I just like these. There were these sort of.
What do you imagine people are gonna say when you break the money?
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying you unclip and then you like flip out the money. How do you organize the money in the clip? When do you reclip?
It is.
Like,
You put your thousands on the outside. And then you go in from there, and then you put all your hundreds, and then just go in.
All right.
And then you don't have anything smaller than 100, so
Right.
that's it. Yeah,
That's true.
it's not awkward.
Okay, so audience, who carries wallets? I feel like we're doing a focus group for like big wallet. And who does not carry a wallet? Some people, more people carry wallets still. There's a better way, you guys. You don't have to carry around all that crap.
I'm not convinced.
If you were to look at my wallet, you'd find a Blockbuster card. You'd find like 300 coffee cards with little things punched from coffee places that have closed down
Honest to
in
God,
Brooklyn.
I have a Blockbuster card in my wallet, in my pocket right now. If we want to go to Blockbuster after this and rent whatever they still have there.
Are there even Blockbusters?
Like Killjoy 1.
Yeah.
We should totally be all over that.
All right, and this will be the last Just Me or Everyone because we have so much to do on this list. Blatherfish says, if someone uses my name too much, it seems insincere. Yes, I definitely feel that way.
Agreed. I feel like they went to a seminar,
They read Dale Carnegie's
How to get people to like
book.
you.
Right. Yes, Ricky.
Ricky, what do you think about chips? Ricky, I don't know.
I never really thought about it. Is that weird?
That you never thought about it?
Yeah.
You don't, like, Kate, you don't notice if someone uses your name all the time? Kate, thank you, Kate. Thanks for shopping here, Kate. Have a great day, Kate.
It does. Now that you do that, yeah, it sounds insincere. So yes, it's an insincere thing, I think.
Maybe it's a simpler name. Maybe that's why it sort of slides through.
Oh, right.
Like Allison is deliberate.
Yeah, or Ms. Rosen.
Right.
Sometimes. Like,
Oh, anything with Ms.
Blech. Yeah. Ms. feels really 80s.
Then you're a lady.
Yeah.
For the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
You know what?
Not
I
for
feel
wallet
like
reasons.
Ms. is, I don't think you're married, but I don't want to insult you, Ms.
I love how when you check it off on like government forms, there's still a Miss and a Ms. So because they don't want to
Right.
piss
They're like,
anyone
are you
off. I
what
don't know
are
which
they
one to
asking?
check. I don't know.
Feminist.
Right,
Are
it
you
was
feminist?
almost pretty insulting. It was basically like you're like the etiquette approved way of saying you're like an old hag, because Miss is like you're a young lady. Why would you need anything other than Miss?
Yeah.
Like what I mean, and as a guy, like what advantage do you have of going to Ms. unless you want to like give the like underhanded, like the insult that's
Well, now the box is like, do you believe women should have the right to vote? If not, check Miss. You have to check Ms. You can't check Miss. Miss Ricky Lindholm. No, you have to check Ms. or you're just like an asshole.
Yeah, then you're just a sandwich maker.
Mm-hmm. People were calling us that. We'd never heard it before.
Yes, that's why I bring it up when Ricky was on my podcast.
Yeah.
So,
I told
Ricky
you about
was
that.
one of my very first guests on my podcast when I was still recording it out of my living room, and we were talking about negative comments, and you were saying that you guys had hosted a video. Right?
What was it called?
A web series?
Equals 3 it was called.
And you got
You guys
negative,
know you don't know Equals 3. Maybe,
negative comments and people. Well, tell them.
It was like we were subbing for the host that's very popular among the viewers, and so we were not liked by the viewers and got a gazillion bad comments. Like within, I guess, 5 minutes, we wanted to read some on stage, and it didn't take long to just get like really golden, great, terrible, mean things.
Yeah, but most of them were like anti-feminist, like go back to the kitchen, make us a sandwich. Like almost all of them reference sandwich makers.
What was your favorite one?
Oh, my favorite comment of all time came from these people, which is, these bitches is retards. Which you can't beat. I mean, there is actually not a better comment to put on anyone's video.
Ooh, Gary, could you play the you know what?
Hey, go fuck yourself.
Exactly.
That's what I like to say to people who say that.
But
and
they were sending us to the
sandwich
kitchen
maker,
a lot.
yeah. We're like, why is that an insult? I'm
I don't
a
know.
terrible chef.
I actually really like sandwiches, and I
I do too.
I don't make many things, but I make a pretty darn good sandwich.
Wait, what kind of sandwich do you make? Because Ricky told me she makes turkey.
Oh, yeah, turkey and cheese is like the thing. But lately, I've been going out on a limb and making ham sandwiches.
No, but the best sandwich ever.
Oh, best sandwich, hands down.
Ever had in my life.
It's at the Beverly Center.
Yep.
There's a chicken place, or it's like a barbecue chicken
There's
sandwich.
there's a barbecue chicken sandwich at the first place that you go at the Beverly Center food court. And today I drove to the Beverly Center, parked, did not shop, just went to the food court to have one of these sandwiches. It's that good.
I don't know. We don't know what the place is called. It's next to the Mrs. Fields. You guys should go.
What's so great about it? I don't mean to.
It's the best
cast
bread.
doubt.
It's like a focaccia bread with like
warm,
barbecue,
like olive oil and barbecue and chicken, like pulled chicken
it's
in
like the
barbecue sauce
perfect-
with bacon and tons of cheese. Oh,
It's really, really good. And then we suggest the pasta salad as
Yeah.
the side.
so if I was a sandwich maker, I would work at that place.
Yeah.
And then I would proudly call myself a sandwich maker.
I feel like that's not on Weight Watchers.
Just don't.
Isn't Weight Watchers the points though?
Yes,
you can eat
it
anything you
is.
want, just
Yeah.
not a lot
true.
of it.
It'd be like the corner of the sandwich or something.
Right.
And we like to get it without mayonnaise. We should say this as well. So, yeah.
It's
That's
not like
more-
everyone's gonna be running there, but yeah.
You should, though.
Yeah.
But so the reason that I joined Weight Watchers, though, because I'm worth it, but also because I was having sex with my Bobo. Sorry.
Sounds good. It's working, I think.
Yeah, and I saw my thigh, and I was very distracted because when I was a kid, we had the asbestos ceilings, and I would look up and I would see shapes like, oh, it's a president's face, or no, it's a monkey,
Right.
Or it's like that optical illusion, like it's like the young lady. Oh, ooh, it's the old lady.
I think you were just hallucinating from the asbestos.
No, I was finding shapes on my thigh. It was so dimpled and gross.
Oh.
And I actually thought
You had
to
like
myself,
cellulite faces.
yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It would have granted it was smushed in a weird position. But I was like,
I can make those too. I remember like 3 years ago I was telling Kate about my cellulite because I like to talk about mine too, and she literally goes, "What's cellulite?" And I went, "I'm never speaking to you
Ricky
again."
got really mad at me. Like,
I'm like, you've never even heard of it, and she hadn't.
I knew it was a thing. I just didn't know what exactly it was.
Oh, I thought you said what cellulite, like she was paying you the compliment. Like, what cellulite?
No, what is
And she was like, "You're
cellulite?
kidding, you're gorgeous." And then she said, "No, I wasn't saying that."
I didn't know exactly what it was, but now
Yeah.
I know. Now I know.
Yeah, I showed her. She's onto it.
Well, so anyway, I was thinking, I realized, what?
he can't see it from this angle.
Right.
So, okay, that's good. But then I was thinking, I kind of wanted to show him. Because I didn't, but I kind of wanted to be like, don't think about baseball or grandma. Right. I have something better. Right. So then I thought, I'm just going to join Weight Watchers.
I think guys have cellulite blindness. I think they can block it out.
I think so.
I think they just focus on your boobs and your vagina.
That's not that great either right now.
Or, I mean, the feeling of your vagina. Oh. If they ignore the NuvaRing.
I can't speak to that.
Hopefully they're not like bumping against the NuvaRing, because then that might ruin it.
Right.
Does that actually happen? Like, I guess.
Some percentage of people say that happens,
Yeah.
but the majority doesn't.
Like, would it end up on the guys? You know what I mean? Like, oh wait, like I win a prize.
Like horseshoes or something?
Yeah.
Like, no, but I think...
It feels like one of those carnival games. But those are really, really hard to... They're rigged so you can't win them, so I feel like this would be the same thing.
Right.
But if that happened, you should give him, like, a large stuffed animal and be like, hey, I didn't
Well,
think you
maybe
could
I'll
do it.
stuff some toys up there, too. Who knows what you're going to get.
It's like the crane thing? Like,
Yes. But Ricky, but you had the same thing I had for a while, too, right? Which is where at the beginning you're always wondering if it did pop out somewhere.
No, I'm never nervous about the NuvaRing popping out. I'm worried about it migrating upwards.
Oh.
Into my stomach or something, and then
And then one day you just, like,
you
cough.
burp it up, right? And I'm like, what's this ring around my boob? And then, I'm not worried about it popping out, because wouldn't you see it? Like, wouldn't it go into your underwear? Like, we would notice it. I think I would notice it.
I'm always worried it'll be floating in the toilet.
Oh. No.
And then what do you do? Because you're certainly not going to fish it out.
You get pregnant. So you say, fuck it, you get pregnant.
I feel like you've given your Bobo so many options for not thinking about baseball or his grandma.
Exactly. You get pregnant, and then you move to Virginia.
You're gonna have the most amazing sex over the next week.
Yeah.
You're not going to know why, but I'm telling you, it's...
Anyway.
I think he's okay with it. I don't know. I feel like they'd find a way to ignore it. Guys have selective vision. And selective hearing. It's a talent that women don't have.
Yeah, it's true.
The carousel?
Oh, yes.
I don't know that
The
one.
brass ring?
Yeah.
Way before your time.
There's so many things at carnivals with rings, because there's also the ring toss, which I don't think is rigged, but is impossible, where you throw those little, like, calcified Nuva rings on little bottles. Anyway, okay, let's do...
So they recycle the old ones.
So, that could be like a Disney movie about Nuva rings.
Right.
It'd be like Toy Story.
Yeah.
Everything
you give
about
back.
that screams Disney.
Yeah. I can't decide whether I want to bring us down with "Hey, go fuck yourself." I mean, it's not really bringing us down. It's just sort of introducing some
I think
negativity.
we had a great drive-by Go Fuck Yourself with Ricky's story.
You're right.
Oh, you could do it, though.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll
you have a good one.
do some light, gentle ones. Let's hear the song, Gary.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
Okay. Something that this is a gentle "Hey, go fuck yourself." I don't like when people count how many times I use a certain word. It doesn't make me enraged, but it doesn't feel loving when I receive tweets letting me know how many times I said "I know." And recently, 2 different people let me know how many times I said "spate." Apparently, I said it a lot. So to them, I say softly,
Hey, go fuck yourself.
Oh, yeah. Oh, here's one. This is from a message board. Hey, Allison, feel free to... Oh, and this... So I'm sure everyone knows, but for anyone who doesn't know, I also regularly appear on the Adam Carolla Show. I am his sidekick and newsgirl, and this is a comment about my job there. Hey, Allison, feel free to let Adam finish a damn sentence before you attempt to top his descriptive words, descriptive is misspelled, by the way, with your lame ones. To that I say, and this is a comment about a live show, and to that I say, well, you don't know. You know what? I'm not even going to explain it, you fucking motherfucker. Go fuck yourself.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
And just one more. Alison ruins Adam's show, but you would think, given her own show, she would dial it back on Adam's, because that's how it works. Because I'm like, I need to fuck something up, and now that I have my own thing to fuck up, I'm just gonna fuck it up less elsewhere. This is not done, though. She constantly has to acknowledge that she is following along in the conversations and does the same doofus laugh over and over. It's mind-maddening. And this guy, this is the bazillionth iTunes comment to this effect he's left. So to him I say, go fuck yourself.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Can I say one?
Yes.
I have something. Is it bad to tell a state to go fuck themselves?
No. It's great to do that.
Ricky, I told my mom to go fuck herself the last time we did this, I think I've pretty much, crossed the line as far as you can.
And
so
she sent an email to the show and told Dustin to go fuck himself. If we have time.
I'm in the process of being disowned through the go fuck yourself segment.
See? So please.
Well, I don't know. Well, we can both say this. Well, Virginia can go fuck itself for passing that transvaginal ultrasound bill. Have you read? I'm obsessed with this. I read about it every day. I can't believe it's real.
I know.
It's like, we call it state rape. Because
that's good.
They can stick an 8 to 10 inch wand in you, unnecessary medical procedure before you have an abortion.
Right? If you want to have an abortion, they have to, right?
It's a medically unnecessary procedure.
Yes.
They're raping you before you can abort the baby, and they passed it as a law. That's real. That's happening today. So that's for the people who check Miss.
Yeah. And
so go fuck yourself.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
Anyone else?
Yeah, it's not funny. It's just totally on my mind. I can't stop watching it. It's weird. I can't believe it's real.
It's real.
Dustin or Gary or Kate, do you need to tell anyone to fuck themselves? And at no pressure if you don't. If you are centered and balanced, kudos.
I don't really. I think I'm good. Thanks.
Okay. The offer stands. Dustin?
Well, I think I caused more trouble than was necessary the first time, and I don't think one can top. Not that you were trying to top people with that, but I don't know, feels somehow wrong to follow the state rape.
Okay, Gary.
No, thank you.
All right, then I just would like to read a portion of the email from Dustin's mom. Dear Allison, hi. I'm Dustin's mom, and he referred me to your podcast posted on Sunday. First of all, I totally accept the "Hey Mom, go fuck yourself" from Dustin. Certainly deserved. Although, so we need to explain why you told her to go fuck herself. Because I'll explain it. You jump in if I mess it up. Yes. You and I were giving dating advice, and your mom told a friend of hers who emailed me that she didn't understand what business you had giving dating advice.
She did say this.
Yeah. Okay. And
I said, in fairness to her, I have not dated regularly in a certain period of time, so that's a fair comment. If a somewhat of a vicious one, I think, from your mom.
Here we go. In my defense, however, since Dustin has made it clear that he's not interested in sharing his dating experiences with me, including even if he is dating, my admittedly knee-jerk response of surprise shouldn't have been, well, surprising. I do have an issue with Dustin's second "Hey Mom, go fuck yourself," however.
Said in jest.
I think he was grasping at straws here, and obviously hadn't quite gotten rid of his anger and resentment after the first "Hey Mom, go fuck yourself." But I can assure you that sleeping on a waterbed, because you were telling her to go fuck herself for having had you sleep on a waterbed as a child. I can assure you that sleeping on a waterbed had nothing to do with his alleged poor sense of balance, which, by the way, was news to me that he even had a balance problem. In fact, Dustin had a waterbed not just since he was 6 years old, but he even had a waterbed mattress in his crib. That's italicized and in bold. His dad and I had one, and of course we wanted the best for him. So because of the health advantages of minimizing pressure around the joints and spine, we got him one. Rather than complaining about a mysterious inner ear problem, Maybe he could have thanked us publicly for his lack of back pain. Hey, Dustin, go fuck yourself.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
Here is my favorite part. P.S.
I was going to actually give a brief adjoinder to that because I really I do have a remarkable lack of back pain because I have horrible posture and I've slouched like since being a young child. Like everywhere I sit, I slouch, and it seems like I should have like scoliosis or I should be a hunchback by now or something, some horrible thing, and that hasn't happened. So I think potentially I do owe her an apology and an acknowledgement that she saved me from untold pain.
Oh,
so,
thank you.
Mom, unfuck yourself.
Well, maybe you might have spoken too soon because, P.S., speaking of dating, Dustin, what about Girl Phoenix or Boinkity? These are commenters and fans of the show who have these aliases, and Boinkity is a guy. You know this.
I do know this, yeah.
Actually, Boinkity should tell your mom to go fuck herself. No offense to Karen Goot.
Yeah, I was thinking of gentle ways to break that to her because she's got her hopes up now. But now we've broken it to her via podcast, which I think is, very gentle. So
I do as well. All right. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to hear a Garfunkel and Oates opus. A Garfunkel and Oates.
Awesome. Let's set it up. We still have to set up the mic, so.
Okay. Well, I'll talk while you guys do that.
We can chat a bit.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? We have the topic sombrero. Oh, well, would that be weird? No, we don't have the topic sombrero because Gary is the one who plays that. So we'll just talk. Oh, or no, we do. Okay. We have a topic sombrero song, and
It's the topic sombrero. We asked for topics and you sent them in. It's the topic sombrero. Now pick a topic and let's begin. It's the topic sombrero.
okay, we're ready. Well, this has worked out perfectly. Thank you, Chop Dog, for the music. And we'll just do the topic sombrero topic after if there's time, and if not, then we just gave you blue ears.
Oh, yeah, I was just joking. You can do it now. But do you want to?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I was
All right.
kidding.
Well, we'll just do it quickly because what business does Dustin have giving dating advice anyway?
Yeah, seriously.
So online chat flirtation with others while in a committed relationship, cheating or innocent fun. I think it is. It's not truly. It's more cheating than it is innocent fun.
It's probably not completely innocent fun.
Yeah,
let's
innocent.
be honest.
Yeah.
But I don't think that it is to. I mean, we can all agree it's not to the level of cheating.
Right.
Do you know what I think cheating is, though? I think cheating is anything you wouldn't do if they were in the room.
So picking your nose.
Yeah. If you're like super flirty, if you're touching someone, if you're writing stuff, or if you're saying something that you wouldn't say if they were sitting there, it's like kind of cheating. It's mild cheating, but it's cheating.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate this. I just feel like that's an impossible standard. Like,
Right.
it may kind of be cheating, but it's just like, I just don't, especially if you're in it for the long haul. It's at some point, it's like going
Well,
off steam.
I feel
it's
like
going for
knowing
a run after you're
knowing
angry or
that your Bobo smiled at a girl when you weren't in the room is better than, and was like being chatty and cute and stuff, is easier to handle than knowing that he had sex with someone else.
True. There are levels.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I don't know. I would
I
be
think
mad if someone was online flirting. Was like having like online sex or something, or
Yeah, it's like, what are they doing? I
Yeah.
guess I would want to know. Huh. I feel like we've helped that person and canvassed that topic. So, do you need to set up the song or anything, or tell us what it's about, or?
Yeah. Basically, Ricky and I are the same person 2 years apart. So I'm 29.
and I'm 31 in this song. This song is called 2931. Same woman, 2 years apart. They already know where it's going.
For the first time in my life, I see it clearly. I realize the power of being a woman. 29 years old and time's on my side. I'm in my prime. I've hit my stride. I've got so much charisma and so many options. It's nice to always have my pick. There's nobody left! I'm all alone! I'm at the top of my game. Possibilities are endless, and I just feel really pretty. I'm holding out for someone who meets my standards, won't settle for anything less than perfect. I know what I want, and I can have it. I'm surrounded by love and peace. There's nobody left! I'm all alone!
Why the fuck did I wait? What's wrong with me? In 2 short years, I'm gonna be 33. Who the hell will want me then? My ovaries are shrinking. I'm disgusting, and everyone feels bad for me. And I never get invited to dinner parties anymore.
Things unfold when they're supposed to, cause everything happens for a reason. It'll happen for me when I'm not even looking. He'll just appear, and I'll just know, and he'll love me forever without any work. Who needs to try when things are meant to be? There's nobody left! I'm all alone! You're such a fucking idiot!
You think you're so special because people tell you that now, but that'll stop and be replaced with looks of pity.
The world is a buffet of love. La, la, la,
What, you think biological reality doesn't apply to you in your adorable cocoon of agelessness? Well, it does. Well, you're just waiting around and focusing on you. Guess what? You're gonna miss your fucking window!
Everything happens for a reason. You know I truly believe that.
Yeah, you said that before.
Oh my God, it does though. Everything happens for a reason.
What about the Haitian earthquake or cellulite on skinny women?
Just say, hey, universe, I'm ready. It'll happen when you least expect it.
Well, I don't expect it at all now, so I guess it's right around the corner.
Maybe you're putting out the wrong vibe. Maybe you're closed off to love. Let me tell you a secret. It's called The Secret.
Here's another secret. You're an asshole.
Your negativity is a self-fulfilling prophecy. The reason things go well for me is because of positivity.
Well, and positive fertility always begins to atrophy when infantile fantasy eclipses true reality.
It never once occurred to me that things will work out perfectly. When God closes a door, you see, he opens a window.
You realize that's a smaller opening, right? You used to be able to just walk out a door, and now you have to climb out some slightly ajar window somewhere, possibly falling like 5 stories to your death. I don't know, that doesn't sound like an upgrade. You know what else?
There's nobody left! I'm all alone! I fucking hate you!
You're such an arrogant cunt!
Someone else, do you love yourself? You can't. You can't love someone else till you love yourself. Because life is good.
Over.
Amazing. Thank you. I love that. So, people can get Garfunkel and Oates' album. It's called Slippery When Moist. And where can they get that?
iTunes. Or somewhere else. I don't know.
Okay.
Wherever people buy music, I guess. Online.
Online, I think, yeah. Can you get it on Amazon? Because if you're going to go to Amazon, click through the banner on my site, AlisonRosen.com. And you guys will be playing at Largo on June 22nd.
Yes, come on by.
Which, incidentally, is when I'm doing my next live show.
Is it at Largo? That'd be weird.
That would be weird, wouldn't it? No.
Would you see 2 shows at once on the same stage? That'd be crazy.
I feel like eventually we'll get to that point, you know? Because it'll be like the version of like watching the news, but also having the ticker, but also having picture-in-picture. So
yeah, you'll be
let's do that.
podcasting. We'll be singing that song.
Exactly.
I'll just be screaming.
So, okay. And you guys have a Comedy Central special, but you're not quite sure when that's coming out. Is that right?
Sometime in June, we think?
We forgot when it's coming out, so.
June.
So June, everyone. You'll be watching, right?
Don't even blink in June.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
so TiVo June.
And is there anything I'm missing on the Garfunkel and Oates or the Kate Micucci or the Ricky Lindholm front?
I think you got it covered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks.
We're just busy writing about ages we were 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, when you introduced that song, I thought that you were introducing yourselves and that you were saying we're the same person 2 years apart. And I was trying to work out in my mind what that meant, like that you were twins, but one of you like gestated for 2 years, or like or it's like not Siamese twins, but something else. Like I don't know what you were getting at, but it was really interesting to me. And then I realized it was just a song. I mean,
Yeah.
you're still interesting. But...
It was like a weird sci-fi fantasy song.
Yeah.
No.
That is
Well, no, I thought it was your real life that you were like so you were like as artists we're the same person but 2 years apart, and it was like you were saying like that you had the same soul and it was some artistic statement. I don't know. It was
I think we're
trying to
very
make sense
different.
of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, we're definitely different. Ricky's always like, I'll be like, I love this thing, and then Ricky will be like, no, you don't, and here's why, and then she's totally right.
Wait, does she make you realize you don't like something?
Yeah.
That is a special power.
I try not to do it because it usually works, and so
I was like, you have to try these granola bars. I'm like obsessed with them. I've been eating them all the time. I had like boxes of these granola bars, and Ricky had one bite, and she's like, they taste like vitamins. And then I was like,
I said they taste like crushed up vitamins.
and then I realized they totally taste like crushed up vitamins.
She never ate them again.
I kind of like. I hate to admit this, especially since I worked as someone who reviewed music and movies and books and things for a while, but I hate to admit that I can be really easily impressionable like that as well, or I can be swayed by something like that. But usually it's more like if I taste something, I'm like, oh, I hate this. And I'm like, well, it's interesting. And I kind of like it. I mean, that was like a time-elapse version of
Right.
my
Actually-
feelings about it. And that happens with people, too.
That
I'll
happened
flip-flop
today.
on that.
With the iced tea, I was like, this is awful. And you're like, it's not so bad. And I'm like, yeah, you're right, it's not so bad.
We just had dinner. She was like, taste this, I dare you. And I was like, tastes fine to me. And she goes,
And I
all
drank
right.
2 of them.
Does she ever make you change your mind?
Doubt it.
I don't think so. That's a bummer.
Yeah, that is a bummer. You just are. You're powerful.
You're older.
Yeah.
It's true.
Well, have you?
I don't know. I wonder.
I don't know. That bums me out. I feel like you must
sprung
have.
this on you.
I love the movie While You Were Sleeping. It's like my favorite movie. But Ricky's always trying to convince me. But my love for it is like.
Where Sandra Bullock plays a toll booth collector?
Yeah.
Exactly. She's a token booth collector in a subway who saves a guy.
Yeah.
And then he's in a coma, and she
Bill
pretends to
Pullman?
be his wife.
No. Peter Gallagher's in the coma, and Bill Pullman is the brother she falls in love with.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she pretends to be the coma guy's girlfriend, and like starts like hanging out with his family, and just becomes a
it's
member of his
psychotic.
family, and then cheats on coma guy with his brother.
But it's only because the grandma has a heart condition that she
Right.
can't tell the family because, she doesn't want the grandma to have a heart attack.
What a good plot device. She'll die if she finds out subway collector girl is not this girlfriend we heard about 6 minutes ago.
Okay,
No.
who here liked While You Were Sleeping? Who here didn't like While You Were Sleeping?
You win.
I do. I
Yeah,
think there's more likes than
it's
dislikes.
everyone. It's not just you.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Well, you guys, thank you so much for coming out to the first Alison Rosen. Became the Best Friend Live Thanks to the 2 people who wrote Just Me or Everyone's. I'm delighted. I feel like I was nervous for no reason, and I'm excited to do more. And thank you guys so much for being the guests on the first show. And thank you, Dustin, for everything, and Gary, and all of you. You can follow me on Twitter at Alison Rosen. You can follow Dustin at Dustin Goot, but he doesn't tweet, so what's the point? You can follow Gary at GPatrickSmith. And you guys want to throw out your Twitter addresses?
Garfunkel Oates without the and.
Okay.
And then our separate ones.
Or just our names.
Yeah.
And you can find this show if you just search Alison Rosen is Your New Best Friend on iTunes, or you can go to AlisonRosen.com. I feel like, am I leaving anything out, Gary? Apparently I'm not leaving anything out. Thanks, you guys. And I love you. Bye.
Hey, do you know about the Alison Rosen show? We had a good time Rosen Show. Alison Rosen is your new best friend. That's right, that's right. Those good times don't seem to end. That's right, that's right. Alison Rosen is your new best friend. Hey, do you know about the Alison Rosen Show? We had a good time, but now it's time to go. Hope to see you next time for the Alison Rosen Show. Alison Rosen is your new best friend.
Hey, you guys, it's me again. As promised, I will now let you hear a track from the Angoras, which is the band that I used to be in many, many, many moons ago. And I'm holding the CD, that stands for compact disc, trying to figure out which song I want to play. This is a song I sing while I think. Okay, well, here's the thing. Steak Knife was probably our most popular song, although I Never and Sick Dance were actually in movies. Steak Knife was never in a movie, but that was sort of the crowd pleaser. It's the poppiest, the catchiest. So I think we'll just go ahead and do Steak Knife. And it's based on, I did not write the words or the music. I just played my heart out. In Costa Mesa, which is where the band was based, everyone knew the story of this guy who had, he held up a nun with a steak knife. And when I say, and I tell it like he's some folk hero. He was just a druggie we all knew. And he's in a band too. He's actually very nice. He's not the kind of guy that would hold up a nun with a steak knife today. But at one point he was. So here's the song. Bye.
I've got a brand new set of wooden handle steak knives, and they've got my name carved on my side, and they're sharper than my tongue. Steak knives, can I borrow your steak knives? Steak knives, yeah, steak knives. Cuts through cans like butter. Wait, there's more. Not available in any store. Call now, and that's not all. This offer will not last.
If I wanna eat some corn, but the cob's too warm, can I borrow your steak knife? If I wanna eat some meat, but I only have a fork, may I borrow your steak knife?
Steak knives, can I borrow your steak knives? Steak knives, yeah, steak knives. Wait, there's more, not available in any store. Call now, and that's not all. This offer will not last. What would you pay? $19.99, $15.99, $10.99, $9.99.
If I wanna eat some corn, but the cob's too warm, can I borrow your steak knife? If I wanna eat some meat, but I only have a fork, can I borrow your steak knife? If I wanna rob a nun and I don't have a gun, can I borrow your steak knife? If I wanna rob a bank, but I only have a gun, can I borrow your steak knife?
Steak knife, can I borrow your steak knife? Steak knife, yeah, steak knife.
listening to the Ace Broadcasting Network.